and welcome to Last But One Drinks. Today we need to talk about Brett. Who's Brett? Well, Brett is short for Brettanomyces bruxellensis. It's a yeast that creates a flavour that can be considered a wine flaw fault. It's found in red wine maturation and in bottle fermented sparkling wines. We opened this bottle last night for dinner. As soon as we opened it, we knew something wasn't quite right. On the nose, the classic tempranillo and oak aromas that you'd normally expect for a good classic reserva Rioja were very much muted, if perceptible, and there was something else present. On the palate though, it hit us immediately. Band-Aid, wet dog, and sweaty horse saddles. Now, other tastes that Brett is often associated with are bacon, cheesy, rancid flavours, and mouse urine. I kid you not. As I said earlier, Brett is a yeast. Now, that's not really surprising, given that wine needs yeast for alcoholic fermentation. But that particular yeast is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Brett is really common, everywhere. Now, it tends to grow under a few conditions, or at least one of them. So, high pH levels, low sulfur dioxide content, which might be as a result of the high pH levels, where residual sugar is present, warm cellaring conditions, and high turbidity. Now, turbidity, if you haven't heard that before, is where you've got a high level of particulates suspended in the liquid of the wine itself, i.e. bits floating there. Now, winemakers try to avoid the growth of Brett by doing a few things. So the first thing is scrupulous cellar hygiene, especially in the winter. Proactively managing the sulfur dioxide and pH levels in the wine itself. Reducing the period between alcoholic fermentation and malolactic fermentation as far as possible. And sterile filtration. And I suspect an awful lot of crossing of fingers. But it's not all bad. In fact, some people even prize certain wines for the very presence of Brett. Now, these tend to be old world wines such as Châteauneuf-du-Pape, for example. It's very much a matter of personal taste and sensitivity. And a strain of Brett, Brettanomyces lambicus, is even a critical ingredient in certain Belgian and British ales. The amount of Brett that was present in that wine, however, well, it's so much that you can't even really taste that it's a Rioja. So, down the drain for that one. Check us out on lastbutonedrinks.co for more on good drinks. And in the meantime, cheers.